This is the story about Mission's iconic CPR station, a 90-year-old designated historic site destroyed by fire on January 25, 1999, and the extraordinary efforts by the community to preserve it before and after the fire. Constructed in 1909 by BC Mills Timber and Trading, the CPR station was a major commercial and transportation center, providing the first railway link that connected British Columbia with the United States. During its heyday, as many as 30 trains a day stopped at the station, including passenger trains from Montreal, St. Paul, Seattle, Agassiz, and Vancouver, triggering urban growth that put Mission on the map. A scene of bustling activity for decades, the station was also a cultural hub, serving as an intergenerational landmark and gathering place that witnessed significant events in history, such as Prime Minister Sir Wilfrid Laurier's visit in 1910, service members departing for and returning from war in 1916, and a special excursion train in 1949 to garner support for the completion of the North Shore Highway. With the growing popularity of car and air travel, a steady decline in passenger services started in the 1950s. On June 30th, 1959, the Vancouver Mission City Huntington passenger service by the CPR made its last run. By 1984, the passenger's waiting room was only open 1 hour prior to train's arrival and closed at its departure. Following the cancellation of all passenger trains in 1990, the station was declared obsolete and slated for demolition by the CPR, inspiring a movement to save the building. Linnea Battelle, an avid heritage enthusiast, successfully headed a campaign to save the CPR station from the wrecking ball by petitioning to have it designated as a National Historic Site in 1991. The following year, the Mission Kinsmen Club commenced playing a crucial role in the community's efforts to restore and relocate the CPR station by developing a detailed project plan. Splitting the project into 5 phases, the club launched a fundraising campaign that included selling a limited edition of a commissioned watercolor rendering of the CPR station. By 1994, $37,000 was raised to complete Phase 1, stabilizing the building for relocation. Packed up and ready to move, further work was put on hold by the Kinsmen Club in 1995, citing funding as the major stumbling block. The temporary protection and stabilization took a toll on the vacant train station with no regular maintenance in place and incidents of vandalism. Over the next several years, a renewed effort to save the deteriorating station was undertaken by residents. In February of 1998, 7 potential sites where the station could be moved and used as a community facility were presented. There was still hope. On January 25, 1999, fire destroyed all hope to preserve and relocate the iconic historic landmark. At 3:22 p.m., 911 dispatch received a call from Bob Fletcher, owner of the neighboring Bellevue Hotel, reporting extensive smoke at the CPR station. 22 firefighters arrived on the scene to find the station fully involved with flames, leaping 50 feet into the air. Mission Fire and Rescue battled the fire for 4 hours and 18 minutes. Firefighter Norm McLeod recalls, "The fire was so hot that it began to melt the paneling of the Bellevue Hotel. When the intensity of the fire decreased, firefighters conducted cooling operations to ensure that all hot spots were out. Severely damaged, the 90-year-old CPR station was immediately demolished. The last of the rubble was removed within 3 days of the devastating fire." But this is not quite the end of the story. During the demolition, the Mission Lions Club helped salvage significant pieces of the building, including 3 walls, millwork, and timbers. This laid the groundwork for an announcement by the Mission Lions Club at a train station wake on January 30th to build a replica of the CPR station as the club's 50th anniversary project. Following concerted efforts in the ensuing months involving other organizations, in October, the Lions Club published a letter in the local newspaper stating that the railway station project was financially impossible to commence and therefore would not proceed. Want to know more? Visit the Mission Community Archives at www.missionarchives.com.